Okay, Andy. Good afternoon, everyone. So, online students, can you hear my voice? Confirm it whether you are clear with my voice or not. Okay, right. So, how many of you executed the program? Raise your hands. Right, very good. How many of you got the error? Raise your hands. Right, right. Look here. Wait, why? Environment has been changed. Let me recreate that once. Right. Okay, Andy. Just they changed my environment. I cross checked. It's working for today's class. Right. Right. In the last class program, execute query, one method is there. The execute query method retrieving the data from product to 45, right? In that process, what happened in the 2 lines I'll explain first by repeating the last class once. See there. Finally, when we want to enter into the practical, normally, whenever we want to enter into the practical, we start with the JDBC API. JDBC API means the package related to JDBC application development. Indirectly, Java.SQL package is the JDBC API, which provides some classes and interfaces used in JDBC application development. Whenever we want to start Java.SQL package, some component must be the starting point of that Java.SQL. So Java.SQL connection interface is the root of JDBC API. So we started with the connection. So these are some important methods available from connection interface. Among this, we used this method, we used it. This method, we used it. Yes or no? In the last program, we used create statement method and we used close. These 2 methods are used. One is create statement method used and one more is close method used. These 2 methods are used from here. Create statement method means this method, roughly I'm commenting for repetition. This method will create implementation object of statement interface. This method will create implementation object of statement interface. Close. This method will disconnect database connection from Java program. Disconnect database product from Java program. Disconnect from Java program. These 2 statements we used it in the last code. So your Pravins are given Google Classroom to me just now, right? Half an hour, 1 hour back. After this class has been over, I'll add it. So maybe before 4:30 I'll add it. If not, night 7:30, 8 o'clock I'll be free. My batches will be ended today. I'll add by 8 o'clock the total notes and the diagrams. Speak after the class. looking at. Right, look here. Now, so these are the two methods we used in our program. Okay, right. See there. Now, connection con is equal to driver manager dot get connection. So this method is taking database URL, my username, my password. If anybody not given this correctly, network API connection failed will come. If anybody got that network related term is available in your error, means this URL has been failed. So login denied means this username password has been failed. Class not found exception came, means driver not properly added, means jar file not properly added. Whatever the error you are getting, if you cannot carry the laptop, take one snapshot of the error and show to me. Here 4 errors we expect. 1, class not found exception. 1. The class not found exception means your jar file you not correctly added to your Java project. From the jar file only, the driver should be added. When it is not added, class not found exception will come. This URL may be spelling mistake, maybe uppercase, maybe lowercase, some problem in that DB URL, network API or network listener. This kind of terms you can see in your error. So there is a problem in DB URL. Sometimes for you, listeners will not be there. So in your system, listener not there. So this XE or ORCL not available in my system. So roughly I took XE and ORCL. That also system will not be connected. Why that listener not available means dual installation. Whenever you done your installation more than once, you installed one product, you tried to delete that product, again you tried the second product, the listener is not available to you. That makes a problem. Sir, how to overcome this? Take the support of any lab faculty or hardware engineer to uninstall the total Oracle from your system. Again, install one copy. Then the listener is available. If listener not available, you cannot connect to the database. Not possible. Here, sometimes numbers will be there. At the rate of will be there in your username passwords. Any at the rate of underscores, numbers. Sometimes the connection denied. Sometimes your database connection is denied with the third problem. And fourth problem is query. If you make any mistake here, query SQL exception. SQL exception means above line is correct, this line is a problem. If you make these numbers wrongly, here also SQL related exception will come. So these are the 3 or 4 errors you can see. Because of this reason, take one snapshot of your error and you can show to me. I'll explain that error. Only 4 errors it is possible. That's the point. Okay, right. Major problem is installation and finding the listener. Okay, right. Sir, connection con is equal to driver manager dot get connection actually. So this get connection method internally creates the implementation object of connection actually. How it is working, I'll explain on this Saturday. So that is core Java concept actually. How many of you knows inner classes? Raise your hands. Inner classes, right? Generally, one concept is there in the core Java inner class. Through that inner class only this design is available actually. So, but here externally, one method is creating object we say, but internally one implementation class without name available. If possible, I'll write that code, demo code on Saturday for you, if possible. It is core Java concept actually. No, sir, I don't want that internal concept. I'm imagining one connection is available. Means one object is created here. That only asked you to imagine it. One object is created. Object internally linked to this database. That object will have one reference. We are imagining one reference. The reference is available on con, right? When the object is created, object will hold methods. Generally any non-static methods or instance methods, they are available within the object. So I am asking you to imagine it. In that object some methods are available. So this is the line: connection con is equal to driver manager dot get connection. This is the connection. Now from this connection I am calling the second one. See there, create statement. There are three JDBC statements. We are going with statement STM is equal to con dot create statement. We are calling this method con dot create statement. This is we are calling. So whenever you say create statement here, whenever you say create statement, create statement like this. So that is a line now. Statement STM is equal to, I need big font, I think. 1 minute. Statement. Now here, create statement method we are calling from con. Yes or no? Right. So con dot create statement. Dot in Java indicates what? Belongs to, means create statement with, sorry, create statement method belongs to con. So we are calling this method outside. Sir, we are calling that create statement method outside. We are calling. We are calling this method. Sir, what this method will do? Yes, this method also will create one implementation object of a statement. Statement is interface. It creates one implementation object of a statement. Imagine it. This is one implementation object of a statement. So rough numbers I am writing in. So they're indicating you there are some object references. I am indicating 0x22. We are indicating some object references. Right. Now the object will hold two methods. One is create, sorry, execute query, execute query, execute update. So there are many methods available, but we are not highlighting all methods. We are highlighting two methods. Notes given already, right? Here. Statement. Here, statement. Statement is an interface from Java.SQL package and which is used to execute normal queries without in parameters. And there are two methods we are imagining. One is execute query, one is execute update. So we are imagining the two queries available in the object. The point. Now this is one statement object. In that statement object, two methods are there. One is execute query. Of course, I executed one program and execute update. Today I'm running execute query I have executed. Today I'm running execute update. So whenever I executed execute query, sir, what has been happened? See there. Sir, this is my query. So this is the line. There's a line I had. Select star from product 45. So this is a line. Sir, in this line, what happens? stm dot execute query. So we are calling this method for execution. This method is called for execution. From this object, we are calling this method. In the minimization, you can see. I am calling that method. Now this method is running now, execute query. This execute query method will run the query. Understood this point? All right. But what this method will do now? This execute query method, already your database table is there. Sorry, here already database table with data available. Product 45. Already records are available. Now, whenever I say select star from product 45, when the query is executed now, the data will come out of your database product. The data will come out of your database product. This is the data. From the table, the data will come out. The data will come out of your database product. The data will come out of your database product. No need to draw. The data will come out. The data will be available in operating system buffer. First, the data is available in the buffer. All of you understood this point? The data will come and available in the buffer first, on OS buffer, because machine will be there. In that machine, C drive, D drive, E drive, somewhere your database is there. Whenever you say select star, it has to come to OS first. From that OS, it comes to our JVM. JVM means where our application is running. So first it comes to OS buffer. That only commit. If you say commit, that is update buffer. Sorry. Whenever you don't say commit, it is updated here, not updated in the database generally. Anyway, the data is available in the buffer. When the data is available in the buffer now, it has to bring the data into our JVM. Whenever the data is coming to our JVM, the data is available in the form of object storage. Not only an object-oriented programmer, for you, two storages: field storage or object storage. If we cross JVM, file storage and database storage. Now the data is coming out of your DB product available in the OS buffer. From this OS buffer, it has to come to our object storage. Whenever it want to come to our object storage, that execute query method executed this data available. Now this execute query method create implementation object of result set. It creates one more object. That execute query method will create one object. It creates one object. It create one object. The object is going to hold the data, the result set data. So this is one object. Object. Now finally, the data will come and available in our object. The data is available in our object. Now here column numbers will be there. Column number 1, column number 2, column number 3, column number 4. Column numbers are available. The data taken from here. From here, the data taken to our object. That is our object. This is our imagination, and developers should imagine the locations. Because of this reason, Java is hard. When compared to C and C++, Java is hard. Student point of view, because students do not have mind controls. Maximum people will behead it. C means beheading only, no? So here, some imagination you have to maintain. Then only you can become a code writer. So these many layers are there. If you can imagine it, then only data will come out. So the data can, you can ask the Oracle trainer also. Yeah, I am typing select star from employee 29 in the command prompt. Where is the data? Already you know your education study, engineering studies you know already. In your engineering study, computer organization, operating system, I repeatedly say that names to you. So whatever the data the user sees, the data is available in the RAM. If it is not available in the RAM, you cannot see. But the original data is available in the hard disk. That's called secondary memory. So definitely the data is coming to primary. Definitely the data is coming to primary. So when the data is coming to primary memory, it has to come to RAM. If you ask Oracle trainer or Oracle other, Raghuram Krishna or Korth, two others in DBMS, you can ask them or you can refer them. They says very clearly, they are accommodated into temporary storages, they'll write. Temporary storage means what? RAM only. But our machine is platform independent, architectural neutral. Java is that only, no? Java is platform independent. I never look into that platform. Again, I'll take the data into my JVM. That only concept. Why means I'm an object-oriented code writer. My data should be in the form of object. So I'll take the data and put into my object. What is this object? Result set object. Result set object. So result came out of your query. No, I'm holding that data. This is result set object. Now this object has one nature. This execute query method will have a logic, total logic. Three logics are there. One, running this query. Two, creating object and loading the data. From that buffer, it has to load the data. Third one, it generate one header. That will generate one header. By terminology, you can say cursor. You can say cursor. It generate one cursor pointing before the first row, not to the first row, before the first row. So this execute query will generate one cursor or one pointer or one indicator before the first row. The only concept. It indicates, right? After these three works has been completed, executed the query, created object for result set and loaded the data. And I generated one cursor pointing before the first row. Now that execute query method ends. And this address, what is available here, will be loaded onto yes. All of understood this now? This is the imagination. So from today, imagine it. Database data means it is coming out of your product available in the operating system buffer. From that operating system buffer only the data will come to our object. Same thing scanner also. Scanner yes is equal to new scanner of system.in. System.in is a built-in form which indicate connect that operating system buffer into scanner class object. That's a rule actually. That's a rule. Then internally keyboard, your keyboard is connected to virtual machine. Your keyboard is connected to virtual machine. If we type something, the data should go to OS only. No other choice. First it accommodates into OS, from there it has to come to our JVM. So that also same concept only. Here also data available. If the data is available here, what you're going to do, sir? I am using getter methods. What methods I'm using now? Getter methods. See there. I am using getter methods. Get string, get string, get float, get int. I'm using or not now? See, I'm using one while loop. Sir, why you are using while loop here? Sir, based on the query, I know multiple records are available in the result set. Sir, based on that query, I know multiple records are available on the result set. Multiple means loop. If it is a single, I'll use a condition, if condition. If multiple, I must use iterative statement. I'm using while. What is the nature of while? You learned from your languages. Sir, while means condition first. If the condition is true, the loop block is executed. If condition is not true, the loop block is not executed. And the loop runs continuously until the condition is false. That only your theoretical nature. So here I had a method. One method now. RS dot next. RS means result set address, no? Right. RS dot next. This RS dot next method will move the cursor down. That only nature. This RS dot next method will move the cursor down. It moves the cursor down. It is moving the cursor down. RS dot next. Whenever it moves the cursor down, first row it is indicating, because that is a proof to say that your cursor is above the first row. So whenever I say RS dot next, the cursor moves down. RS dot next return type is Boolean. What is the return type of RS dot next? Boolean. Boolean means what now? True or false. If record is available, it says true. If record not available, it says false. Sorry, here record available, no sir. Whenever the record available, it says true. Means while loop condition became true. So when the while loop condition became true now, sir, display it. How to display now? Column number 1, column number 2, column number 3, column number 4. Understood this statement now? So in the column number 1, what is there? Sir, according to database table, I am working with the product 45. In the column number 1, according to product 45, varchar. So when I come to my programming language, varchar means a string. So I'm saying get string from column number 1. Understood this fine now? Now get string from column number 2. Get string, sorry, get to float. Sir, why you written float here? I know. Column number 3 is what now? Price, no? So price means I given number 10 comma 2, I given, no? It is a float. Sir, fourth one is get int. So finally, we displayed, sir, this one displayed, this one displayed, this one displayed, this one displayed. That first row display completed, no? Right. While loop, no? It will not stop until the condition is false. So what happened now? Again repeats. RS dot next. Now again the condition, sorry, this will come down. No, right. Now the cursor will be moving down, down, down and printing. When the cursor comes to last, what happened now? Record not available. Loop is terminated. Understood now? Right. Now, once the while loop termination has been completed, you have to disconnect the database. Where is the database connection? So database connection is in the con only. According to this diagram or according to prediction, our database connection is available in the con. Available in the con or not now? See, con dot close. This is disconnected. All of you understood the program? Right. Yes or no? Na? This is the imagination of the daily common. Select a star from product, select a star from book, select a star from employee. You have to imagine the same process. The data is available in the result set. All of you got it now, right? Now write the notes on that result set. This diagram will be pasted for your notes. Now you understood why I said object is a storage in my introduction. In my introduction, I said object is a storage, 100%. Object oriented programmer, they keeps the data in the object, they work on object. Now you are displaying from the result set object. You are not displaying from the OS buffer. We are not displaying from OS buffer. You are displaying from your result set object, because I am a object oriented programmer. I work with objects. I'll store the data in the object. I work there. In the core Java, for understanding purpose, product object, employee object, student object, we create small objects. We load the data. We display the data. That is a practice. Today, the object is holding database table records. It is holding. Now, result set. FAQ. Speak on this result set. Define result set. Result set is an interface from java.sql package. Java.sql package, and which hold the result of select query. Result of select query. So result set will hold the result of select query. Your select queries are there, non-select queries are there. The select query result is available in result set. That's the point. Whenever we want to create object for result set, make it. We use execute query. We use execute query method. We use execute query method to create the implementation object of. We use execute query method to create the implementation object of result set interface. Result set interface. We use execute query method to create the implementation object of result set interface. Right. Now, I am writing one point on execute query method. Execute query method executes query. Right. Create the object of result set and load the result into result set object. The total work is done by the execute query method. It also generate one cursor. Everybody should remember cursor, because in your objects, cursor objects are there, right? Container objects will be there. Container means who hold data. They are called containers. So cursors means they display the data. Cursor objects are there. Container objects are there. And some objects are utility objects. Utility means they work on another objects. That's called utility. Scanner is a utility object. Scanner cannot hold data. It works on another object. generally. So to bring the data, to load the data, and so on. So some utility objects will be there, some container objects will be there, some cursor objects will be there, like this. So the term is valid term. Cursor is a valid term for us. Make it. This execute query, this execute query method will execute the query, on database product, create implementation object of result set, and the result set object is loaded with result of query. Select query. This execute query method also generate cursor pointing before the first row, before the first row. This execute query method also generate cursor pointing before the first row. We use next method. We use next method to retrieve, we use next method to move the cursor, row by row, and which is boolean return type. We use next method to move the cursor row by row, and which is boolean return type. So result will be in the boolean anyway. Here record available means true. Record not available means false. True or false. So these are the few points there, and the diagram, I'll paste the above programs diagram down. Right. Hope you got some imagination, I think. Right. So the data will come on to OS buffer. From there, the data come to result set object, and we retrieve the data from result set. Right. Can I write the second program now? Right. Second program is inserting the data. So we are going to insert the data. Okay. Example application 2. Example application 2. Write JDBC application to insert. All right, JDBC application to read product details from console. Product details from console and insert into DB table product 45 into DB table product 45. Write JDBC application to read product details from console. Console means keyboard. And insert into DB table product 45. So already we done retrieve. Now we are doing insert. Okay, right. Right. See there, I am writing the program. I'm going with the second program anyway. I'm creating second application here. Click on file, new, go with project, select Java project, JDBC application to click on finish. Right click on the project, build path, configure build path, select class path, add external jar, select this, click on open, apply and close. For every new project, you have to add the jar. Okay, right. Now here, right click on SRC, new, and I'm taking one package. Always I'll take test here. Click on finish. Right click on this package now, new and class db contour. Right. Now import java.sql anyway. So import java.util because today one scanner class. I'm taking scanner. Always write this. Try catch you write it. Until I explain exception handling, you write this. E dot print stack trace. Here, scanner S is equal to new scanner of system dot in S dot close. At the ending, you must close the scanner because scanner also connected to your keyboard. Like your database, it also connects. Here, read it. So system dot out dot println enter the product code you are reading from your keyboard. String product code is equal to s dot next line. Enter the product name. Enter the product price. Product price is float. Anyway, float product price is equal to, this is next float. So product quantity, this one quantity, this is next int, this is product quantity. This is int. So the data is available in the variables like core Java. You took 4 variables and you are reading the data from the keyboard. Now from these variables, you have to load into database product. Whenever you want to load into database product, the line is common. Connection con is equal to driver manager dot get connection. Whatever the line available here, this line from the program number 1, the line can be copied. Because the same line is for your database connection. The same line is for database. Once the database connection has been completed, among the 3 JDBC statements, we are using only statement no, right? Take that statement. Statement STM is equal to con dot create statement. Con dot create. These 2 lines you can understand, no? Yes or no? Right. In the above diagram, same diagram only up to there. So in the statement, 2 methods are there, no? One is execute query, one is execute update. Now we want which one now? Execute update. Execute update method will take the query and run in the database. Opposite. See there I am writing. Now execute update method return type is integer. You have to observe it. See that. All should read the notes. You have to bring the knowledge to the class. Then only can withstand in advanced Java, not like core and not like C language, our batch. So you have to carry some knowledge forward day by day. Unless 2 p.m. very danger time, sleeping will come after 10 days. So now it will be okay. After 10 days, if you don't catch the basics, no, advance you cannot understand. Automatically, bore will come, sleeping will come. So from day 1 onwards, you have to catch that basis. Right? That point you have to carefully observe it. Now I am calling which method means I am calling execute update method. This execute update method return type is integer. Execute update method return type is what now? Int. Generally default value of int is 0 actually. If it writes other than 0 means greater than 0, then record is updated successfully. If the value returned is other than 0 means greater than 0, not 0, greater than 0, then your record is updated. So I am using this. See there in my program, int k is equal to stm dot execute update. I am passing the query. Execute update. I am passing the query. All of you know the insert query, no? Yes or no? Insert into product 45 values. The same thing you're writing. See there. So 2 minutes you watch it here. Right. Here, insert into, type slowly, spelling should be correct. Insert into product 45 values. So you're writing the braces in the command prompt, no? Right. There I am entering values. So how many values you have to enter it now? 4 values. One is code, one is name, one is price, one is quantity. You know, sir, name means varchar. Varchar means a single quotes. Yes or no? Na? Right. So second one is name, varchar, single quotes. Sir, price means number, no single quote, remaining all normal commas. So before that comma, single code means I'm using varchar data. Before that single quotes, varchar data. Here normal numeric. Observe right. So where is the data available now? See there. The data is available in the P code. I must write the P code here or not now? P code I must write. If I write P code here, directly it will not take. It will not take directly. Then how you'll write it, sir? See, carefully observe it. Here one double quotes is there, no? This double quotes. This double quotes, that double. That is one string or not now normally. I must break it. See there. I will write double quotes here, here. Break. I divide into two parts now. This double quote to this double quote, one piece. This double quote to that double quote, one piece. Inside the two places, I'll write P code. What I'm writing now? P code. Plus means what? Concatenation according to string. Because double quotes with string only, no. So I concatenated the value. That's a concept. The same thing here. Sorry, here single quotes is there. Divide it. Right plus. Right what now? P name. Understood now? Right. Okay. Now take here. Here single quotes ended here. Sir, this double quote single quote ended here. Now when you come here now, where is this? Right. Here two things are there or not now here? Comma, comma. Here, comma. So already single quote ended here, no? Right. Here, what is there now? Sir, again double quotes plus P price. P price. Now, double quotes plus P quantity. I'm inserting the data. You put on the paper and divide it. You can understand bit clearly there. So this is. Now, this execute update method will run this query on the database. If the query successfully inserted the data to database, K value will be greater than 0. So we write if that K value greater than 0, you can say system dot out dot println product details inserted successfully. Product details inserted successfully. The message will come. After that, disconnect the database. Con dot close. If k is greater than 0, you can write k equal to 1 also. Answer will come because it generates only one. One record means only one. Two records means two will come. But insert query can update only one record. So k value will be 1. For safety to come out of our exception, we write k greater than 0. It is not 0 simply. So let me run this program, whether it is updating or not. Let me cross check it. I'm running. So let me run this once now. Right. Enter the product code A333. Enter. Product name, some DER, roughly I'm entering. Product price now, some 1300. Quantity, some 23. Product details inserted successfully. Let me cross check A333 updated or not. Now connect system and manager. Select star from product to 45. Getting the answer? No. A333. So first program is retrieve. Second program is insert. I am not doing delete and update. You have to wait it. Only two queries I executed. One select query. One is insert query. All of you understood this? Right. See that program once again. If you are not understanding this line, actually, you must write separately on the paper. You have to decode it. So there one single quotes will be there. Single quote to single code here. You have to decode like this. This single code to this single code, one value. This single code to that single code, one value. Like this, you have to decode it once. Right. All of you understood these two programs? Say yes or no to me. Right. Now take the assignment. Google Classroom is there. No, I'll add it. So from now, programs can I add in the Google Classroom directly? No, because you can save my time. That writing time will be saved. Understood this point? Programs I'll upload directly. Right. General I'll add very fastly. After the class, about 10 minutes, I'll add it out in the document in front of you, because you can save my time so that we can utilize. The time is very precious. No, for a yes or no, na. For a placement batch, no. Right. Now you are in the May, na? May, June, July gone means again placements will not be there. You know, I don't know, na. Recruitments will be very less generally. So fastly you have to catch it, no, because they brought me here. Right. So you have to save my time. Right. So that I'll upload all the codes there, do more assignments. I'll arrange somebody. I'll increase my assignments and come. Anyway, so today's assignment complete today and come. Who are learning, not learning, leave it. Right. Who are trying to learn something, so complete the assignment and come. No, sir, I'm passing the time means leave it out. Right. If any doubts are there, clarify and come back. If doubts are not clarified, speak to me. Okay, right. Because some people core Java not covered. Any doubts are there, you can speak to me. Right. Assignment 1 for today. Assignment 1. For this assignment 1, you take one database table. Generally, the table is commonly we are working with product. Let us work with book. So book 45, where same similar now. Book code, book name, book author, book price, book quantity. So what is the primary key here now? What is the primary? Book code is the primary key. Okay, right. Here in this assignment, program 1, JDBC application to read book details from console and insert into book 45 into DB table book 45. Program number 2 on it. JDBC application, JDBC application to display all book details. Program number 3 on the same database table. Program number 3, the same database table. JDBC application to display book details based on book code. Based on book code. This program I not supported you. This about two programs are given as support, right? This one I not support. What is the query here? All are attending Oracle, no, right? What is the query here now? Select star from book 45, book 45, where book code is equal to. So how many records will come out? All records will come out, one will come out, one. In the result set, how many records will be there? One. You have tried while loop, if condition. That's all. In the place of while, you write if condition. How many records are available in the result set now? Only one record. So predict this and try it. If not, I'll write the code. Above product is there now. For that product, I'll write remaining info, you update it. Right? Any idea is there? If it done, very good. Right? If not, take the support of somebody. No issue. In the learning process, you can take the support of some lab faculties or anybody. Mentors are there, take a mentors. Assignment 2. So construct one database table. Construct one database table. Employee 45. Construct one database table. Employee 45. Where employee ID, employee name, employee designation, basic salary, total salary. In Core Java, I used to work this always. Employee ID, designation means some software engineer or test engineer or maintenance engineer, something, some name you give it. Some basic salary and total salary here. Program 1. JDBC application to read employee details. Employee details from console and insert into DB table employee 45. Right. Right. Here, one small work you have to do here now. Read ID, read name, read designation, read basic salary, total salary calculated. Don't read from the keyboard, calculate it. Okay, right. So here, note, in this program, calculate total salary based on basic salary using the following formula. Total salary is equal to basic salary plus HRA plus DA. So always I'll take HRA 93% of basic salary, DA 63% of basic salary. JDBC application to display all employee details. JDBC application to display employee details based on employee code. Nothing but employee ID, EID. So already you are a core Java basic students only. You can do this calculation, I think. So this is for today's work and 6 programs, right? 6 plus 2 my programs. Total 8 programs should be completed by before tomorrow 2 p.m. because tomorrow I'm entering into prepared statement next level, right? Through prepared statement, I'll give the solution. I'll give the solution through prepared statement. Tomorrow we are entering into second part. So how many JDBC statements are available now? 3. What are they? Statement, prepared statement, and callable statement. 3 are there. JDBC statements are categorized into 3 types. So based on statement, you had 8 program practice today. 2 I written, 6 you have to write it. Total 8 programs practiced by today before prepared statement comes. So tomorrow assignment on prepared statement. Tomorrow you're going to work the assignment on prepared statement by tomorrow. It's a plan, right? Okay. So here I'll take any one assignment, I'll provide the solution in the prepared statement to you, right? Okay. In that prepared statement, I'll give the clarity. In parameter, I used one word, no, without in parameter, with in parameter. Tomorrow I'll give the clarity in the prepared statement. That is for tomorrow, Thursday, I think, right? Thursday, Friday, we are busy with your prepared statement executions, and complete normal queries will be ended by tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Saturday, we are working with a callable statement with PLSQL as a plan, right? Take a break for today. So thank you very much for today.